Hello Virgo, this is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do your mid-March love reading. I want to thank you guys so much for the support and the comments and the subscribes that you all gave to me, the purchased readings you gave to me for March. I really appreciate all the support that I've received. Wow, I'm overwhelmed. I'm happy. I'm excited. Thank you guys. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Virgo, I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading, and I lay the foundation of your spread, and I'm ready to get right into it. This is just the beginning of your reading. This isn't the whole thing, as you guys know who come to my channel before. This is just the foundation of it. I will be clarifying cards and adding additional cards to the read as we go along. Oh, before I forget, my website came out. The website that I've been talking about, been working on, it came out. It is in the description box, and it is called summerintuition.com. That is summerintuition.com. You can click on my link and purchase readings directly from my website. And you can also go on and take a look at the other services that I will be offering soon. So go on, check that out, take a look, and see what you like. Okay, now we're ready. Virgo, the bottom of the card on the bottom of the deck represents the overall energy for your reading, for your spread, and what's going on with you in your love life. You have the Two of Pentacles. You are juggling more than one thing at a time. You could be juggling home life, business, two partners, more than one, maybe, you know, more than two of something, school and work, family and school, however this plays out, hobbies and your husband or your wife, trying to balance everything. But you're pulling a juggling act. You're trying to balance. Now, I'm getting the word liberation. Sometimes like a single word or two really jumps out when I do the reading, especially in the beginning. But I'm getting this strong word for liberation. Liberation. Sometimes I'll hear something, I'll get a word, I'll see something and get like a vision of something. But this word is coming out so strong. You guys want to be liberated from something. You want to be liberated. And I keep getting that, liberation. And it could come from the first part of the beginning of the month, when you guys had the full moon in your sign, when you guys had that super moon or full moon or whatever kind of moon it was the Virgo moon for March 1st and March 2nd. And it's like maybe you found your soul's journey, or you're still on the path for getting that soul's journey, you know, walking into it. So maybe that's where the word liberation is coming from. Maybe you're walking straight into that. You know, you're going on your soul's journey and walking to be free, walking to be liberated. Liberated from something, maybe in the relationship, or liberated from your old self. But the word liberation is like right there. Now let's get into it, Virgo. In the past, the near past, you had the Eight of Cups. In the present, you have, this is you in the present, you have the Hermit card in reverse. This is actually your card in the present, and you are reversed. In the near future, you have the Six of Swords. No, the Seven of Swords. I'm close to blind, so that looks like a 6 right now. But I looked at it closer, and it is indeed the Seven of Swords. Okay, so you guys are going to be up to something in the near future. You're going to be, I don't know, we're going to find out what this is about. Now, the card underneath the Hermit in reverse is your mate. Okay, this reading is for couples and singles. This is your mate or the person. If you're not in a relationship, if you're single, this is the person that's coming towards you, the energy that they're bringing, or someone that you're getting to know now that you don't, you haven't quite solidified anything on a relationship with. You're just talking, getting to know each other, perhaps dating at the beginning stages. But they're coming with the Three of Pentacles. So you have the Two of Pentacles, and this person over here has the energy of the Three of Pentacles with them. But let's get back to you, and we're going to come back to him or her. You have the Eight of Cups in the near past. That means you're walking away from a situation that once brought you happiness, or that you felt didn't give you enough happiness, because it's not that 9 with the wishes fulfilled. It's like you wished on something, you got close to it, maybe you settled on contentment instead of happiness. You didn't get the happiness, but you settled for being content, and you no longer want to settle for contentment, you want the happiness. Some of you built upon that progression of the cups. 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. You got to a 7 of Cups because you wished upon something. Got to that 7 of Cups. Although the 7 of Cups isn't here, the energy, I can still feel it, and this is why I'm picking up on it. You picked one of those cups from the 7 of Cups, but maybe you feel like you picked the wrong one, and it didn't bring you the happiness that you wanted. It got you contentment, just enough to keep you there for a while, for a long time. But now you're moving along in your soul's journey. I'm picking this up strong. You're moving along in your soul's journey, and that contentment is no longer enough. So not only are you moving away from contentment, you're moving towards your soul journey, your internal happiness. And one doesn't necessarily have to do with the other. You thought about it for a while, and you lined up all of the cups perfectly. Look at those cups. You sat and you looked through all of those cups. You probably drank from them. You lined them up perfectly, which means to me, and this message is specific, because I've never looked at the card this way before. This message is specifically for Virgo. You lined those cups up perfectly, one by one, on top of each other. They're balanced. Hell, they're not even touching each other. But you got them balanced right on top of each other, perfectly aligned. You took out time to think about this, to really contemplate and meditate on this. Pray, perhaps, if many of you pray. And they're not even touching each other as to affect or infect each other. Kind of like these emotions, these feelings are separate. They're together, they're intertwined, but what you're feeling here isn't necessarily, how am I trying to say this? It isn't necessarily because of the situation, but related to it. So it's like they're not touching. I hope that makes sense, because that's what's coming in. And I never noticed this before. They're aligned but not touching each other. Aligned perfectly. You have been thinking about this and planning this for a while. Okay, I see. You've been thinking about this, planning this for a while, and you don't want your movement, you're needing to move on to affect what you've already established in this past relationship. You don't want it, you want to align it nicely and perfectly so that it won't harm others involved. Your movements won't harm these cups. These cups could represent people, represent family members, represent business, represent things that brought you some contentment. But you don't want them to harm each other. You want to be careful about your movement and not reckless with the cups all over the place. That's the message that's trying to come out. And this is specific for Virgo. I've never seen this before. This is very, very specific for somebody. You took the OCD method and took your time very intricately, probably many years. Okay, I'm going to plan it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Wow. You probably waited for the sun, the moon, and the stars to align perfectly, because they are aligned right on top of you. They're in sequence. You know, they're aligned over you. You probably did something astrological and aligned all the moon and the stars. You want to wait for the right moment in time. All right, Virgo. Let me see what you guys got going on. I'm really curious now. I feel like a viewer watching. Oh, really? What happens next after she walks away from the cups, or after he walks away from the cups? Okay. Right here and right now, you have you coming out of your own energy. If you're walking away from contentment, then you're really stepping out there, because you're coming out of your introverted state. You're coming out of your introspection as well, because the Hermit is introverted. Virgo is a more of an introverted sign. And you're coming out of that. That's where the liberation comes from. If you're coming out of your own energy, you're being liberated from something that you feel and felt held you back. And that could be that feeling, that the thing that held you back could be you, your own energy. And not necessarily because something didn't work out in a relationship or in your life, but you are in a mode of transition, maybe in your life or in your relationship too, because this is a relationship reading. For some of you, this is your soul's journey that you're on, and for others of you, this is you needing liberation from the relationship, from your situation at home. Now, in the near future, you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords in the upright position is lies, deceit, some cheating going on, perhaps. Needing to be cunning in a situation. needing to use cunning ways, and that might not be your nature to be, a liar or deceptive, someone who steals, but you may need to use some cunning maneuvers, some unethical maneuvers to get you out of a situation or to help you get into another situation. Kind of like that time in your life when you say, you know what, this isn't really me, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Kind of like that feeling, and we've all been there. I think we've all experienced that. I don't really want to do this, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta get out of this situation. Or I need this skill, I need these street smarts. Because to me, the Seven of Swords is also, I'm getting this word street smart. I've never used that word before with this card, but I'm feeling street smarts. Wow, you got to use your street smarts to make something happen. Or for some of you, this is you, and for others of you, someone is going to deceive you in the near future. And you may not see it coming because you are coming out of you're coming out of your introspection. You're busy dealing with your own stuff, so you may not see this. That's for some of you. For others of you, you will see it, because that lantern that is in the upright position that you're gazing into, that you're holding up, that light that's shining from this lantern in the Hermit card is in reverse, and the light is shining towards the Seven of Swords. It's shining right over here. So some of you will see this. Some of you will come out of your introspection, out of your own fog, and you will see this. And maybe, just maybe, this is why you need to come out of your own fog, because this has always been there, but you couldn't fully see it because you are the Hermit and you have been introspective and concentrating too much on the past, so you couldn't see what was always there. Or you didn't want to deal with it. You saw it and didn't want to deal with it. So you focused on other things. You focused on the past. Focused on other things with the past, I should say. Now, your partner, for those of you in a relationship, your partner is working on building something, wants to build something collectively, maybe working on a project independently, because this particular person in this card is, he or she is here in the mix in the relationship, yet working independently. Working is like the Three of Pentacles is a project card. People coming together, collaborating, working on something together, about leadership also. But this person is alone, and this person is working on their part of the project. This is what I'm feeling with this. Although we can't see the other people there, they're there somewhere in the background. They're there somewhere in the background. And when we work on a project, we come together. Each person gets their part of the project that they need to work on And that's the initial meeting, coming together of the mind, coming together of the spirit, coming together of the body. But in any situation, home life, relationship, business, work, the work environment, you get your part, the person gets their part, and maybe the manager or the leader gets their part, and you still have to move away. And although it's a unit, you still have to move away and work on your part. So this is what I'm feeling with this. This person is in it, but not totally connected, because he or she is concentrating on their part of the project. And I feel like because this person is concentrating so hard on their part, they may not see what you're going through. They may not totally see your transformation. They may not see you juggling. They may not see you struggling with two things here. We want to clarify some cards here. Why is the Eight of Cups here? It's like you're celebrating, celebration, three people together, people celebrating. There was some happiness. Chariot in reverse. There could have been a third party situation that either didn't totally get off the ground. Maybe there was a third party situation that was in the beginning stages, but it didn't get off the ground. It didn't really take off and fly. With the Chariot in reverse. But you found out about it and decide, you know what, I'm not taking anybody's nonsense. If that energy is there, if that potential was there, then it will always be there, and I need to do some soul searching and get away from it. Or you found out about it and then your mate had to stop it, had to let it go. Couldn't move forward with some of you, or with the Cancer, with the Chariot card. Some of you you had some happiness in the past with your mate. There was joy, there was celebration. But the Cancer or the other person, or maybe you, didn't want that anymore for whatever reason. It wasn't, you know, the person, that there was some happiness lost. It fizzled out. The joy, you know. Maybe the person, there could have been too much drinking, too much partying. Maybe it needed to stop. But it didn't. And you need to walk away from it. You need to start making some decisions on your own. Maybe you needed to get get yourself together and, move away from the situation for a while and get yourself together from this. Could have been, too much partying, too much celebration, too much of something. That could be it. Why is the Hermit in reverse? Spirit, can you tell me why the 3 cards came out with the Hermit? This damn Justice card keeps coming out. A lot of people are getting this Justice card. Queen of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Pardon me. Okay. There was an unfairness and imbalance in this relationship in the past. There was some unfairness that took place. Some sort of manipulation. Some sort of lies and deceit taking place, and it came out with the Ace of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Cups is crying. The Queen of Cups is not happy. The Queen of Cups is devastated. The Queen of Cups in reverse is depressed. And she's too emotional. She's no longer emotionally, balanced and mature and secure as she would be in the upright position. She's falling off her square. She's falling off her throne. She's in the opposite of what she would be in the upright position. Because something unjust happened. Truth came in with the Ace of Swords, but then the Ace of Swords is in reverse. That truth wasn't what you wanted to hear. It wasn't what you wanted to see. It wasn't, it wasn't favorable. It wasn't good. Somebody's lying. Somebody's, doing something unfair. Unfair to you, unfair to the relationship. This could be something you're doing. And if you're not aware of this quite yet, Virgo, then it's like right on top of you. It's coming. It's like, because then the 7 of Swords is right next to it. But you need to come out of your hermit mode so that you can see what's going on the outside. And that's where the liberation comes in. You got to liberate yourself from your own energy so that you can wake up. And be in reality of what's going on around you. When we're in our own world, with that hermit energy, when we're in our own world, sometimes we paint a picture of the way we want that world to look on the inside. Because we're in it, we're telling our story. This is the story we want to be in. So then we go inside because it's safe there. It's safer than the outside world. It's safer than reality. I hope I'm making sense. But when we step on the outside of that world, then we start to really, really see more. See things for what they are. We see a lot more. However, sometimes you have to go in deep inside so that you can see the light more clearly when you step out of it. Like when you're in darkness, you never notice how bright the sun shines, how bright light is, until you step out into it, and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how this sun is extremely bright. Oh, it's almost blinding. So I feel like this is happening for some of you. And it doesn't feel too good. Now, for those of you who are single, this is the energy of the person that's coming towards you. They may be they're working on some sort of project, maybe wanting to build something with you, working on some sort of project, working independently yet collectively, working on their part of it, concentrating, maybe doing business, going to school, in the beginning stages of something they're focusing on. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about the Three of Pentacles? Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about the Three of Pentacles? The Ten of Swords. This card here wants to come out. High Priestess. Okay. All right. The Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords came out in the upright position. Knight of Wands in the reverse position, and the High Priestess in the upright position. High Priestess in the upright position. Your partner, or the person that's coming towards you, is ending something that is very painful. They've completed a cycle with something that's painful. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, this person isn't totally ready for, like, a commitment of their passion, a commitment of their, their word, a commitment of their hard work into a situation, into this relationship. They may want to just kind of play around a little bit. The Knight of Wands is, kind of like a player. And in the reverse position is usually like a one-night stand energy. In the upright position, it's usually positive. Somebody very passionate and driven to achieve, very driven. But with the High Priestess right next to it, maybe some secrets come out for... It's in the upright position though, so it's in the upright position. They're keeping secrets. This person is trying to keep a secret, and they're focused on themselves. Maybe focused on trying to divert some of that energy away from something they're doing. They're in this they're in this relationship but they're like keeping their part of their partnership, you know, like a secret. Like, okay, I'm over here working on my project and I'm going to be kind of secretive over here and kind of hold over here because I don't want Virgo to see what I'm doing over here. But there was some pain, there was an ending, you know. This person could have been involved in this third party relationship that didn't quite get off the ground, and maybe they may be trying again, doing a little something secretive. This person is actually writing on a scroll, but it looks like they're on the internet too. Looks like somebody's sitting up at night on an internet, looking on the internet, maybe looking on Facebook, kind of sitting by themselves. This person may be out there doing some things that Virgo wouldn't like and trying to keep this secret. This is why this Three of Pentacles is here. In this partnership, in this maybe work-related partnership, marriage/work related, or just marriage period or relationship, but off to themselves with their piece of the work, and perhaps guising their behavior with work. Oh no, honey, I'm really working. I'm on this computer. I'm sitting here writing on the scroll. But they're doing something else. They're planning something else and trying to keep it secret. Something ended, something very painful ended. Could be sickness, it could just be painful. Something happened, and this person hasn't learned their lesson yet. They were supposed to start over again after this Ten of Swords in the upright position and learn a lesson, but it's something they didn't learn yet. There's like a detachment between the two here. There's no like harmony here. Why is the Seven of Swords here, Spirit? Can you tell me why the Seven of Swords is here? There's something going on. Juggling. Somebody's juggling. I do feel like this is a third-party relationship or the planning of something else. Somebody, looks like somebody's planning. But I think there was a third-party relationship in the past over here with the same person. For those of you in a relationship, and this person, it brought a lot of pain and heartache, but this person didn't learn from the lesson. Seven of Swords in the upright position. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Look at this. Doggone it. And there's like a million cards that came out all at once. I'm gonna shuffle again, and if some of those cards are supposed to come out, they'll come out. But I'm not going to put 20 cards on the table for this one card. You got the Seven of Swords in the reverse position on top of the Seven of Swords. The truth about this deception is going to come out, and this person may apologize or concede. Yeah. This person's behavior will be, look at this 7. Seven of Pentacles in the upright position. Either you or the other person is looking down at that Seven of Swords in reverse, thinking about all of the hard work and effort that they put into this relationship, and probably feeling real bad because it's painful. They planted seeds. This person is regretting planting seeds, planning, creating, spending time, creating a life. Some of you have a family. Some of you have just been in a relationship and don't really have a family. But time was invested either way. It doesn't even matter how much was invested or how much, to what extent, what the extent of your investment is. But there's some regret here. One more for the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Yep. Some of you are dealing with a narcissist, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Maybe someone has a drinking problem, someone, a substance abuse problem as well. Or it could be substance abuse. Someone is overindulgent in the things that bring them pleasure. The energy of the I can feel like devil energy over here from the devil card, but the card is not here, and it kind of equals up to the same thing. And you lose happiness over here from your revelation. That's why the Eight of Cups is over here. You needing to walk away from this seemingly happy environment. Maybe that Chariot is in reverse because you feel like you can't walk away, but you need to. Seems like it's happy, it seems like it's jovial, but it's really, it's really just contentment. It could also be a front. It could also be a facade of what you show other people, but deep down inside, you're not happy, you're not content, Over here, this High Priestess could be you finding out about what's going on over here. You're using your intuition into this situation about this person. Some of you are doing readings on this person, looking into the situation, turning to someone very intuitive who has sight and can see, who has, pretty sharp sight and can see, can look into situations for you. Virgo, this is what I'm seeing with your reading. This is what I'm picking up. Yeah, you have some thinking to do, Virgo. You really do. For those of you who are not in a relationship yet, this is the energy that this person is bringing to you, and you may want to really decide about that before you go too deep into getting to know this person. How committed to a union would this person really be with you? How committed to a partnership would this person really be to you? You know? And would you be ready? Would you be ready for commitment yourself, since you're going along your own journey? You're stepping out of yourself, your hermit mode, to discover a new side of yourself, a more extrovert side of yourself, perhaps. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about Virgo's love life for mid-March? Could you tell me a little bit more about Virgo's love life for mid-March? Yeah. Deception. Oh, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. And I feel like for many of you, it's been going on for a long time. Which is why you're feeling like you need to walk away from this contentment. You know? Because the celebration, I feel like the celebration for many of you is the mask. Because you wanted to show the world the happiness, the happy times. You didn't want everybody to see this pain you're going through. Perhaps with the Cancer, or someone carrying, the Cancer energy or water sign energy. But it definitely feels like some of you are with an air sign and some of you are with the water sign. A lot of water and air here. But some of this isn't all the other person's deception. Some of this is your perception, your deception. You deceiving yourself, you perpetrating that something, is what it isn't. You lying to yourself about the third party situation. Maybe, but when you knew it was there, you knew with the High Priestess, you've seen it before, you knew you've gone in, and now you're going inward, and now you're coming out of that. So the deception is here in the beginning, deception here at the end, deception in the middle. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about Virgo's love life for mid-March? What does Virgo need to know? A little bit more. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Is this person worth waiting for? Is this particular relationship worth waiting for? I would say no. However, it's up to you to decide. Because no matter what I say here in this reading, each of us has our own free will. You can change this. You can do, what you decide is best for you. The other person can change, do what they decide is best for them. Change can happen, but it's up to the people, because we all have free will. Now, for me, what this worth waiting for card means is not relative to this particular relationship. To me, this means if there's something else out there you want, a better relationship, then that is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Your love life doesn't necessarily mean that person that you're with right now. It could be, it's your love life in general. It could be somebody that's coming. But we have to be open for that. We have to be, healed or along our process of healing to be able to recognize that and embrace the newness. If there's something new that you want in your life, then that is worth waiting for. That is what the internal work is worth doing to achieve, to get. That is what refusing to continue to settle for contentment and a facade of a happy relationship, that is worth waiting for. That moment when you say, no, I'm not going to settle, I want something better, and that better is what is worth waiting for. And this is what I'm seeing in this reading with my total honesty. And I feel like you guys, not only is this like a third-party relationship or from the past or the potential for it right now, because somebody down here is looking to get away with something, they're concentrating down here, but you're battling between your emotions. Should I or shouldn't I? You're battling between the questions that you're asking yourself. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I work it out? Should I give it up? And look at this behind. This is the Empress. Yeah. The Empress. You have the power to manifest what you want. You've got the Lovers back here. You need to make a head or heart decision. Yeah. This is for many of you. This is a very long-term relationship. Six of Cups. Maybe somebody possibly a soulmate or somebody that you were with for a very long time. It started out as friendship, developed into marriage, long-term relationship, could be a past life, soulmate. You need to make a head or heart decision about it. You probably had a family, many of you, with the Empress. And some of you want all of these things and can have that. You can have this relationship, this soulmate relationship, or this very close friendship and romance with the person you fall in love with the person that you want in your life to love and to share that love with and get pregnant and have a baby or build something, create something within your partnership. But you got to make up your mind. Do you really want this? Is this what you really want? Is this your goal? Is this something you want? Or are you going to settle for this energy here? The choice is yours. You can have it. It's up to you. Spirit, can you give me a message? Tell me what Virgo needs to know for their love life in the middle. Here we go. Pleasure. Do something to make yourself happy. Find pleasure in other ways. Treat yourself. Be good to yourself. Find something, Create that happiness from within first that you desire. The happiness does start with us. Opportunity. This is nice, a nice energy to end this reading with. Pleasure, do something good for yourself. Do something just for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. Yeah, lighten up some of this heavy energy. Do something for fun. Opportunity. Release your ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new, and new opportunities do come. So yeah, you got to let this go so new opportunities can come through you. But in the meantime, lighten up on yourself. Have a little fun. Don't be so serious. Although this is a serious matter, you want to lighten up this energy. Alright, Virgo, I hope this resonates with you. If it doesn't, you're more than welcome to check out one of the other videos for a sign that may be strong in your chart as well. If you'd like to book a reading with me where I can concentrate on you and only you, contact me from the link below. My website is summerintuition.com. It is in the description link. Okay? Take care until I come back for April's reading. Bye-bye for now.